The broken pieces of history. Every morning we wake up is the first day of the rest of our life. With the blessings of late blind Dr. K.S. Rangasamy, MJF, founder, KSR Educational Institutions, it's a pleasure to start this moment by cordially welcoming Sri R. Srinivasan, Chairman of KSR Educational Institutions, Dr. K. Tyagaraja, CEO of KSR Educational Institutions, in their absence here, and Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, KSR City. We welcome you all to today's webinar. I heartily welcome our today's chief guest, Vivek Mishra, who is here to deliver a talk on scientific idea to scale up, a perspective from an entrepreneur. Now, I extend a warm welcome to our President, Vice President, Convener of IIC, Student Coordinators of IIC, and the other core members. And I welcome Dr. P. Kalpana, Head of the Department of Nanoscience and Technology. I also welcome to faculty members and other participants. The desire to create is one of the deepest yearnings of the human soul. Once again, here I welcome you all to the webinar on scientific idea to scale up, a perspective from an entrepreneur. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ms. B. Sushmita. If you absolutely cannot stay positive, don't go negative. Just cruise neutral for a while until you can get back up. With this inspiring quote, let me take this opportunity to invite Ms. T. Ritika to introduce our today's chief guest, Mr. Vivek Mishra, to the audience.
A delightful morning to everyone present here. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. I am so glad in welcoming our today's chief guest, Mr. Vivek Misra, founder, director, and CEO of Fubro Hill Wound Care Private Limited. He completed his degree in the field of Bachelor of Pharmacy and also a research person has completed a Master of Business Administration. He is a techno-commercial management professional worked in various industries and capacities in the field of medical devices, pharmaceuticals, food and nutrition, agri and seed business. He started his career in the year of 2017, which is based on silk protein derived wound management solutions called Fubro Hill Wound Care Private Limited. And Fubro Hill is the first company from India. Under our eminent resource person leadership, Fubro Hill won title of winner of Elevate 100 organized by Department of IT, BT and ST, Government of Karnataka, and winner of Startup of the Year in 2020, then winner of National Technology Award 2020 for Startup, and also a winner of Best IP Managed MedTech Startup, and finalist of National Startup Awards in the year 2020. We are overwhelmed to have you here at our event. I hope that we are able to seek guidance and invite something from your experience. It is an honor and a privilege for us to have you with us today. We are thankful to have you here for making your presence despite your busy schedules. On behalf of IAC, we wish all your attempts would result in great success. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Ritika. Now I hand over the session to our eminent resource person, Mr. Vivek Mishra. Please, sir, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam. Thank you, Dr. Kalpana, and thank you all the students. When you're working in a company or building something up, you always need a lot of energy and enthusiasm. And there is no better way than reconnecting with the students to recharge yourself. Because the raw form of energy it's seen in students. You are the guys, who are going to make a difference tomorrow. You are going to, take the country forward, take your state forward, take your district forward, and take your village or town forward. So it's important. It's always, a pleasure to interact with you guys, exchange the energies and look forward to create something meaningful. The topic assigned, is on the how to take a scientific idea, how to build this thing. What I will do is I will touch base upon some of the points. What are the challenges which I have faced? How to, how I have addressed some of this. And apart from this, I had added one more slide that is career opportunities which is available for students, particularly related to biotech, nanosciences, bioscience, and allied field, which will help some insights because what I have seen is, these placements and other part is also one of the important aspects. And, knowing which all opportunities is available will also help you to throw some light on that. So with that, I will start my session. So the topic, what I'm taking it forward is how to make small ideas big and sharing our story of a novel biomaterial for wound healing. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. Now, these are some of the topics which I will be discussing. Point number one, because many of you are, I could see, that a lot of startups is the talk of the town everywhere across the country, even whether and also, during last time when I was evaluating few startups in one of the committee members, I got a lot of startups from Salem and other things, and few of them had really brilliant ideas. And I was doing one of the sessions, where I was also jury member. And that's where I realized that there is a lot of good science which is done, but the platform is, probably they don't know, they think that, a lot of money is needed, a lot of connection is needed, a lot of support is needed to build a startup. So I thought I will touch base upon those points, how you should build a startup and why startups fail, some of the major reasons for that. Second, I will move into the minimum viable product. Third, how to pitch your idea for potential investment. Preferred form of business, my journey, how to face challenges while scaling up, how to build the team along the journey. Of course, the senior, people of the college, they will be aware that how difficult it is to build a team to run any organization. Another helpful insight. So my presentation will be mostly on these areas, and I hope that I will be able to close it before 12. Why startups fail? There are many reasons, but there are 6 reasons I have highlighted. Point number one, there is no market need. We may feel that, the idea is great, but idea is great has to be acknowledged by everyone out there. So one is no market need. Second is run out of cash. Run out of cash, if you have not done the budgeting properly, then, running out of cash is, these are the 2 major reasons, which contributes to more than 65% why most startups fail. Third bigger reason is not the right team. Not putting the right people on the right kind of roles, or not getting the right co-founder or right finance person, right production R&D or related manager, those kind of things. Fourth is getting out competed. You are slow to execute things, and that's where competition gets into other kind of thing. Fifth is pricing issues. You feel you have got innovation, market is ready to pay you say 100 rupees, and you price your product at 500 rupees, you are bound to fail. So fifth is, and sixth is poor product. These are the major reasons. If you are addressed to these 6 points, chances are high that your startup will flourish and succeed. Coming to what is minimum viable product. Minimum viable product, the name itself says minimum. So the product that has only necessary features. We all know how successful is Alto and 800 in the market. Maruti Suzuki Alto and Maruti 800. They have just basic features. Must have features. They have AC, they have steering, gearbox, seat comfort, diggy, and it works. So initially, when you enter into the market, you have to enter with what is the minimum viable product with all the very basic and necessary features, and you have to improve upon for there. This applies to any industry, any company, any startup, or whatever you are trying to do. So initially, test the waters, because what you do in lab or a very organized setup, and when you go out into the market, it's a completely different thing. Building something in 5 numbers and building something in 5,000 numbers, there is a huge difference in that. So it's important to get with this minimum viable product concept, which is just bare bones, sufficient enough for early adopters or early people, to accept it and, get the feel of the product. Third is, if we look, I'm taking one more slide on this MVP steps. That is, the idea is to keep things simple. We all know that, simple things are the most complicated ones. People can't think simple, they complicate themselves. So keeping things simple. Now, simple has a meaning here. Start with market research, that I want to create a cycle which should be battery powered. Example. So who will be my target segment, whether it will be school going children, whether it will be college going, it will be people who are not able to move. Second is ideate on market validation, map out user, launch MVP, and then build major learn. In the process, when you build, there will be a lot of iterations which will be needed, and that's how the steps you should follow. Keep in the mind, the most simple thing for stage 1 is keep things simple. Now, what are the key takeaway lessons from first two slides? And minimum viable product can help you validate your idea, It can validate different parts of your, help you to validate different part of your startup, where all you are strong and where are you need to improve upon. It will also help you to give you that promo, because a good product with no promo is a bad product, because people will not use it. And when you get into the market, keep time to the market short. When you get into the market, you will get feedbacks, and that feedback will help you to improve your product and ultimately help you to build a startup. Pick a niche. For example, you want to work in protein chemistry, work in that area. You want to work in nanotechnology, devising various metal salts which can be used in certain cases. Do that. Create a niche and create an umbrella around that. That will help you to flourish. Keep your product really minimal. And one of the things what I have noted, that people think that, I will not share my idea will be stolen. Please understand, my friends, idea is cheap. Execution is the most toughest part, and it's expensive. Everyone has got idea. Everyone gets 1 or 2 or 5 ideas every day, but how many of them are able to execute? So idea is not important. Execution is important. People can't get they can't create the energy what you have, or how if you have got that idea. So execution is the key in building up anything. Iterations are okay. You have to iterate. You should not get saddened or disheartened, and scale up gradually. These are some 7, 8 points which are crucial part, when you are building something up. Now, the important point, how to pitch your idea for potential investment. So I have shortlisted 14 points, which I'm sure, it will be helpful for anyone, tomorrow who is trying to create something or want to raise money, whether it is in loan, equity, or whatever. These are the general questions which will come up to you. One is, if you see point number 1, I have mentioned is team. So the teammates what you have. For example, if you are a scientist, if you have got a commercial guy, it gives a lot of strength to the team. And then you have got a finance and commercial for finance guy, who understand the legal implications. That adds up a lot of value. So first is team, second is the problem, and third is the solution or the product. Fourth is the range. Fifth, most important thing, what is market landscape and potential? For example, when we say silk protein dressings, I'm building a company called FibroHeal, which makes silk protein derived wound management solutions. What is my market landscape? If you look at my market landscape, then people who are having wounds, who are suffering from wounds, people who are undergoing surgery, C-section. So if I look at the data, there are more than 3 crore births happen every year, out of which more than 60 lakhs is cesarean. So do you agree that 60 lakh cesarean is my market landscape? Secondly, there are 15 crore, diabetics, 8 crore diabetics, 7 crore borderline diabetics. Now, this 8 crore diabetics, there will be 25% people who will develop some or the other type of wound which will not heal. If you see those 8 crore into 25%, how much it works to? It is 16, close to about 2.2 crores. 2.2 crore people having diabetic ulcer is my target segment. Similarly, all various acute surgeries which happens every year. Suppose, for example, if there are close to 2 crore surgeries happening, different types of surgery, that's my addressable market. So you are able to project it like, in a population of 142 crore, I will be addressing a customer base of about 12 crore people. So do you all agree that the market landscape is large? That's where investor will feel that fine. Out of these 12 crore people, I will get this from this many states. I will have 1,000 patients from Bangalore. I will have 2,500 from Chennai, about 7,000 from Mumbai. That's how you address all those things. And then, divide into which all hospital, which all areas. This I gave an example with my experience and example, so that it will help you. And then you reach out. Yes, he has done the homework and he knows, where to go. So that's why market landscape and total addressable market, this will play a very important role when you are planning to raise funding. Sixth is market competition. And of course, market size and market landscape, that will be many places it is interchange, but that is one of the most important slide. One is team, one is product, one is market landscape. Fourth is how you are different, or the moat. How you are different, if you are a common guy and then, a big company is having all those setup, then it becomes very difficult to compete with them. They have deep pockets, deep budgets, you may not be able to fight it out. So you need to be innovative, and then you need to have a moat around it. Eighth is business model, that how you will make money. For example, I'm supplying a product to, say, Kilpak Medical College. How I will make money? How much I will make money? Those kind of things, you need to be placed. Ninth is go to market plan. How I will enter the market. How For example, if I have to sell my product to Kumbakonam, or if I have to sell my product to Thanjavur, how the distribution will work, how will be the supply chain, how will be the product life cycle, how the customers will get to know about it, those kind of things. Again, 10th is financials, projections, risk analysis, and 12th, 13th, 14th is, agreeing on valuation and what to consider, what is the value and other kind of thing. But for someone who is trying to build team, product or the solution, market landscape, competition, and how you are going to make money, or how will be your business model. These things are very, very crucial, post which, you have CAs and other things who can help you out with other things. Okay. Now I will jump to the journey of FibroHeal. We are pioneers in biomaterial application of silk protein, first company to have commercialized silk protein to heal different types of wounds. And right now I'm happy that, people from various developed countries like France and Germany have started working in the area of silk. So it gives us mileage. India is second largest producer of silk with more than 33,000 metric ton of silk production, out of which the southern three states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra, part of Andhra, Telangana, they produce more than 85% of the silk. So it's indeed a proud moment if you are able to create something, which was not there earlier and where we are going to create an impact. These are some of the awards recognition, which I will not get into. Now, if you see from here, FibroHeal, this is silk cocoon. There are two proteins present in silk. One is sericin, other is fibroin. Sericin is used for various cosmetic applications. The inner material is fibroin. We use fibroin protein to heal different types of wounds. That's why name of the product and company is FibroHeal. And if you see on the bottom, of the slide, on the left hand side, you will see the purpose to start the venture was to solve a genuine problem of acute and chronic non-healing wounds with a potential of economic multiplier. There is a famous saying that if you help everyone to grow in life, you will grow. And that's what we did. We wanted to create an impact which has potential to, be an economic multiplier. And that's why we call economic multiplier, because silk is grown by farmer. The farmer gets the benefit. We as a company gets the benefit. We are able to generate employment, and the time, since, silk causes faster cell attachment, leading to faster closure of wounds. So the time taken by surgeon or the nurse comes down drastically. The wound is able to heal faster, and ultimately it is benefiting the patients with less cost, faster healing. So everyone in the value chain gets the benefit. What was the problem? Certain patients have difficulty in healing, no or slow healing. And again, this leads to increased hospitalization cost due to longer hospital stay. We all know that, one day if someone stays in a hospital, it costs 3,000 to 4,000 in a normal hospital. If it's a Apollo or Fortis, then costs are completely different. And during those times, even in cases of wounds, their quality of life is decreased during treatment or even healing or post-healing. So we look at addressing all these areas, whether it is ease of removal, ease of application, less scar, products should be easily available, all those kind of things we looked at, and then we created the product. So that was the problem what we tried to address with our range of products. Now coming to our product, it's completely biocompatible. Why biocompatible? Because epitopes are not there on fibroin, and that's why no allergic reaction, non-allergenic, non-cytotoxic, allows air permeability, promotes healing process. It has high tensile strength, provides scaffold for tissue regeneration, cell proliferation, can be heat sterilized. If you look at products like collagen, they can't withstand 60 degrees. But with silk, it can it can stand almost 70, 80 degrees. So it can be heat sterilized, cost-effective and efficient healing process. These are two cases, before the company was formed. You can see, the first images are taken on 30/7/2014, and you can see on 4/8. This was before the company was formed. You can see the difference, how good is the healing. And second is case of a retired wife of a military officer, 70-year-old lady, and her leg was supposed to be amputated. And you can see in 6 months time frame, there is hair regrowth also. So FibroHeal range of products heal wounds with 40% efficiency compared to existing wound solutions, most of which are imported. For that, we devised a model. To treat these wounds, we devised a model. We classified wound into 5 different types. One is, tissue debridement or tissue management, infection and inflammation, moisture balance, epithelialization, and last one is scar. People, for example, C-section, people are very particular about scar and other kind of things. So we all our product development or scientific research started working on this model that we want to address all the areas. We need to have a product which should be able to degrade. We need to have a product which should be able to minimize the scar. These are some of the product range what is already commercialized and being used in various market. These are the new range, including post-operative C-section and everything. You can see the value chain. This is still growing farmers. Office, you can see we have a small R&D team. This photo is about 3.5 years old, 4 years old roughly. And then those product range. These are the societal impact. I was discussing about creating an economic multiplier effect. So you can see these are the societal impact what we are creating. More than 33,000 metric ton of silk per annum India produces. More than 80 lakh people across the country are dependent on silk growing, some or other way related to silk industry. Large amount of silk is wasted in value chain, including reeling, weaving, and that can be used to develop various innovative and cost-effective solutions. And if non-textile application of silk gains traction, it will lead to enhanced farmer earnings of the farmers, and it will improve the economics of silk production. Now, coming to what difference we are making is on the wound care side, we are able to create affordable and cost-effective products for patients. We are able, which lowers hospitalization cost and reduces the duration of hospital stay because wound healing is much faster. Minimal number of dressing changes is needed because one dressing can last up to 7 days. So this can lead to reduction in doctor's time and nursing staff time, and it will increase the quality and longevity of life of the patients. These are the societal impact what we are creating. You can see, day 0, day 15, you can see this is a real life case. Day 9, you can see one of our foam dressings, how it is being used. You can see day 0 from AIIMS Delhi. You can see in a diabetic, foot where 2 of the fingers are amputated, and you can see on day 12th. Now, the most important thing. I hope all of you are still charged up and energized. Now you have formed the company, you have found the solution, we have found, what do we say, the product solution. Now the challenge is how do you scale up? From 1, how do you make 11? And from 11, how do you make 111? So these are those 10 methods which you need to apply. How to face challenges while scaling up. Most important thing, collaboration. So when Dr. Kalpana, reached out to me, of course, he has been reaching out to me for quite some time now, and I feel sorry that, I could give her time only now. So collaboration is one of the key this thing. FibroHeal has more than 20 collaborations, including IISCs, IITs, AIIMS, and you name it, Manipals, all the top science institutes have collaboration, and we involve into various exchange of scientific thoughts. And there has been few papers, which we have also published jointly. Collaboration is very important aspect, and considering, your someone's strength as your, what do we say? Someone's strength, to help you grow. That's how, you need to offer your expertise to them and take their expertise, and that's how you collaborate and build something meaningful where everyone wins. Second, most important thing, make only quality hires. Now here, I know there will be many questions, sir. How do you hire in FibroHeal? One of the important things what I look for people whom we hire is high energy. Trust me, skills can be taught. But human qualities like being on time, proactive, someone taking initiative, following it up, trying to learn something, ability to accept the mistakes and solve it. Making mistake is not a problem, but not repeating it is something which we look forward. So unless you have quality people, in your company, you can't succeed. You can't scale up. Degrees, fancy marks, that is one part of it. But if the basic human quality is not right, you can't build a good team. And if good team is not there, you won't be able to scale a good company. So make only quality hires. Third, align team focus to a common goal. One of the most important challenges what I face is, R&D thinks that I'm, without me, nothing will move. Marketing feels without me, nothing will move. Production feels, if I'm not there, what you will sell. Finance says that if I don't release the budget, what you will do. Sales says if we are not there, then none of you exist. So everyone is great in there. Ensuring that all these departments are aligned to a common goal that let's make silk protein mainstream, let's make silk protein popular, and let's be the only company to have commercialized silk and create that legacy that tomorrow 10 people and tomorrow lot of 100 companies in area of silk protein are coming and they are saying that, oh, we want to become like Fibrohil. So aligning the team focus for a common goal is what you should strive for. Fourth important thing, as a CEO, this is for me. Take a backseat where it's necessary. Suppose if my R&D team, production team, sales team, and everyone is set aside, I need to give them free hand to operate. Sometimes I myself may become a nuisance by following it up too much. So take a backseat where it's necessary. When the organization, let's say from 1 to 11 we have reached. So from 11 to 111, allow the team to build. So take a backseat where it's necessary. Fifth, clear commercial metrics and what customers are ready to pay. For example, we all know that if you are going to a city, for example, if I'm going to Salem, whatever be the anyone's income, I will, if I want to have a cup of tea, you know that I won't pay beyond 30 rupees. I may pay 10 rupees, 12 rupees, 15 rupees or 30 rupees. I may not pay 150 rupees for a cup of tea. So you have to be very clear that what customers are ready to pay. And even someone who is earning very high, you know, they will look to pay only that much for or a particular service or a product. So you need to be very clear that how I am able to align that. And then, you know, accordingly, you do the backward calculation and integration. Sixth important part is product market fit. For example, when I devised dressings, I realized that there are many people, you know, or many patients or many hospitals or nursing homes, they don't want, you know, to treat a wound because it's very cumbersome. So they need a product which can be sprayed, which can be applied, and they know it clears up. So that's where we said, you know, we have got a debridement cream which you just apply, and within 24 hours, it will debride on its own. And that product is doing very well in the market. So identifying the product which will fit in the market. So that is also a very important aspect. Decentralize the decision making. For every small thing, you should not take a decision. You know, this is when you know, for example, once you have built the startup, once you are scaling up, this is, you know, to ensure that you are not able to, you don't become a nuisance in ensuring that things are fast. So put automated and replicable systems. Control should be there, but decentralize the decision making. Changing management structure as you grow. Every day, Vivek Misra can't be a decision maker for every decision in the company. So changing management structure as we grow. If we are 5 people team, probably I may take the decision. But if you are a 50 people team, then, you know, decentralized systems, change the management structure, authorize powers, and that's what will help. Clear eye on budget, financials, collections, and unit matrices. And last, but most important, keep eyeing opportunities in line with the bigger goal and the vision. So this is a very, very important slide because this highlights, and this is purely based on my experience, because not to forget, I'm talking to you today. I have also met many failures. I have also fallen many times. I also got up many times. Many times our company was on the verge of closing down. So we have gone through all those, you know, peaks and valleys. So based on my experience, I'm sharing this special 10 pointers, you know, how to face challenges while scaling up. Now I will move into the next slide. What are the options available to students, for example, who grow a little further and then, you know, they are looking for placements and other things. So there are 2 slides to it. One is on the academia side, which probably, you know, the profs can guide better on those lines. But, you know, there you have lecturer, assistant professor, technical assistant, non-teaching, scientific officers, then, you know, science office assistant, purchase, student affairs, faculty affairs, administration, online teaching consultation. There are various options available in academia. Now moving to the research side, you can get into the academics, that is basic science, applied science, or interdisciplinary science, or industrial side, that is product development, active pharmaceutical ingredient, analytical development, or technology transfer. And even one part can be related to incubators and other kind of thing. Moving to the product industry, you can get into manufacturing. Manufacturing also, you can get into the raw material, you know, coating line side, different kind of things. Each has got almost half a dozen further, you know, branches. Quality control, quality assurance, stores and purchase, regulatory affairs, product management, sales and marketing communication. We all agree that marketing means one part of it, but please understand that now you are able to see that, you know, there are enough opportunity out there. People will always say, I want a sitting job. And that's where they, you know, they get screwed up. But if you see the kind of opportunity which is available, I have highlighted academia, I have highlighted research, I have highlighted product industry, and look on the right hand side, down, you can see, you know, service industry, whether patent or IP related, audit accreditation, you know, all this, for example, ISO 13485, certain ISO rules, you can be part of that organization. Content and medical or scientific writing, clinical service, digital life science services, various biotech IT services, project management, and employment related consultancy. These are just a broad line thing. What I wanted you guys to know, ki opportunities are enough in every industry, every space. The opportunity is tremendous. Next slide, if you see, you have got human resource, hospital, facility management, hospital management, business management, clinical positions, practice administrator, health information management, nursing manager, pharmacy manager, education and development, training, academic and social relationship. You see in the management also how many types of opportunities are there. And if I look at the entrepreneurship side of it, digital healthcare, biomedical sciences, social development, communication and awareness, biomedical instrumentation, financial institution, raw material processing, agri-food inputs. These are just few names what I have given you. Trust me, the opportunities are huge, and there is, I mean, there was no time, suitable like this where you can do something big in life. So that's where, if you see, the opportunities is huge. Based on my experience, there are 4-5 slides which I thought to highlight, which will be of interest to you guys. That what I have experienced. When I started FibroHill, I realized that fund crunch, regulatory approvals, sales, business development, those things will be problems, which I will worry about. How do I arrange funds? How do I pay salaries? How do I ensure that my factory is ready? We are able to buy heavy equipment. But as I got into the real water and started building up, I realized that the people whom you work with, their commitment, their egos and openness to take challenge in building the company is a much bigger problem than any of this. Getting this regulatory approval, fund crunch is a much smaller problem than building the team, building and handling people. And because not to forget, we are dealing with people. Humans have emotions, so we have to deal with all of that. So the method what I have adopted, or it took me some time to adopt, was we have to accept it and move on accordingly. You will take sometimes wrong decisions, sometimes right decisions. You have to follow the principle. Decision is a decision. Time will tell whether it was right or wrong. So you can't be sitting on a decision. You have to take a decision and move forward. Becoming emotional about certain decision or ideas can be detrimental to your peace, decision-making ability, and your venture. Not to forget, for example, if I'm CEO of a company running it, tomorrow my one decision can impact 50 people's life in one shot, or probably 150, to the people who are there in the market. So I need to be very, very balanced state. Even if, I had some differences with someone and I am not in right frame of mind, I should not take decision in that point of time. So that is one of the important aspects, because your one decision can impact many lives. So you need to be very responsible with your decision-making ability. Handling doubts. Many of you will think that, sir, when you started FibroHill, you must be very confident that you will do it. Did you ever get doubt that what if company fails? What if FibroHill doesn't fly? What if, if Silk Protein is not accepted? Trust me, I had all those questions what many of you have in your thoughts and minds which comes up. The most important thing is to keep calm, keep revisiting the purpose. What was the purpose? To create a company which heals different types of acute, chronic, traumatic, post-operative wound and has economic multiplier effect. So once you revisit the purpose, you will gain the energy, and that will give you the demeanor to succeed and keep flying. So I also even today I get doubts, but if you visit the purpose, you might have heard this famous quote: when the why is clear, how becomes easy. Now, second point, not giving up is the key, and the road of entrepreneurship is never clear. If you ask me, you will never get 100% answer if you want to be an entrepreneur or want to create something meaningful and big in life. You will never be clear that, yes, after this, I will do this. After this, I will do this. You can plan 10 number of things, but some other contingency will come up. Not giving up is the key, and the road of entrepreneurship is never clear. You have to take the step immediately, whatever is visible and whatever is best possible option to you. To take the step immediately, whatever is visible. With the light of flame, next step will fall in place. It's like, with a candle walking in a jungle. So you can only see the next step. You have to take that step. And you don't know, what is the 2 steps later. Only when the time comes, you will know it. If you are focused and ready to hustle and not give up, you will succeed in the end. This slide is important because doubts and adversities, many times we lose the battle in our mind itself. We give up. Not giving up is the key. Ready to hustle, fight it out, and you will succeed in the end. Now, building the team, which I had already thrown a lot of light, this is a very important aspect. Skills can be taught and acquired. but not human qualities like taking initiatives, solving a problem without cribbing about it, and go-getter approach. We Indians are very good in one aspect, that is, who will get the credit? Whether I work or not, I should get the credit. Trust me, if you're not bothered about who will get the credit, you can do much more, achieve much more, and can be respected in the society much more than, highlighting your credit. So it's important that, focus on the human qualities like taking initiatives. There are enough opportunities always for people who are problem solvers, who are go-getters, and who don't worry about the credit, who believes in solving a genuine problem. This is for the leaders, as when you are building a company and people are working with you, be inclusive and transparent. Give them growth opportunity. Is there any question? Hello? Hello, is there any question?
No, sir, please go ahead, sir. There seems to be some disturbance.
Okay, all right. So be inclusive, transparent, give them growth opportunity, responsibility, and moreover, over a period of time, what I have learned from my mentors and my advisors also, because it's important to have, senior people who have seen the life, to have them as advisors and mentors. Don't push someone against the wall when they are down or struggling. Try to uplift them. And if you are not uplifting them, keep quiet and offer silent help and solution. If someone is already down, because trust me, inherently, no one is a badmas. No one wants to, exploit this thing. Everyone is a good person, but, situations make them like that. So don't push someone against the wall when they are down or struggling. Try to uplift them. And if not uplifting, keep quiet and offer silent help. Transparency is key. And treating people with respect and honesty is very important. We should not forget, we are dealing with people who have emotions and they are not just resources. So it's important that, you treat them with respect, treat them with honesty, be transparent with them. And if someone is struggling, offer them help. And that helps you to build the team. And last point, how to be a good leader. A leader should be, as a leader, you should be passionate, confident, inspiring, honest, be open and transparent communicator, problem solver. You should empower people who are working with you. As a leader, you need to face challenges, yet be brave and prudent while maintaining a positive approach. This line I want each one of you to implement in your life. You need to face challenges, yet be brave and prudent while maintaining a positive approach. And if we all respect and value people who are working with us, maintain honest communication in internal and external relationships, and if you have vision and purpose, you can be a leader. So with this is my one message from my side to each one of you, that you need to face challenges, yet be brave and prudent while maintaining a positive approach. That maintaining positive approach is very, very crucial. With this, thank you very much. I'm open to any questions. You can connect to me on LinkedIn, connect to me on other areas, and we can take it forward from there. Okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Vivek. So it's a very good a kind of positive approach which has been given to the students at the right time, I hope so, because now the students are lagging these qualities. We could able to see that they are good at their studies, they are good at their skills, but the human values, which is most required after COVID, mostly all the peoples are becoming very stringent. That is only me. They are not looking into others. So you have at the right time, I think you have opened up the importance of human values, and all the recruiters, not only what you have suggested, even the corporates now which they are coming for campus interview, they are also saying the same thing. We don't want skilled people. We need the people who know the values, who know their responsibilities. The people who are ready to work with their own responsibility, it's more than enough for us. We are ready to train them. This is what the words that most of the corporates are now telling. So I think this is a very good eye-opening session for our students. Now the session is open for discussion. Questions from students, please. Yeah.
Any questions, any doubts, any this thing, if I can answer, I will address.
Sir, one thing, if any microbiome related studies are being done at Fibro Hill?
Microbiome related, we have not done. We are mostly into hardcore wound healing and various other applications, but microbiome
Yes.
related, I am not doing. But in case someone is interested, I can put them in touch with the people, who are working there. Because
Yeah.
we have got a startup circle, where everyone works in different areas. So we can look at it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So that's why what we say, we are sitting, we are giving time, a chance to the students, but people are, there will be at least 50 questions in their mind, but they're very reluctant and hesitant to ask it. What if I go wrong? Trust me, my friends, you can't go wrong, and if you want to build something up, you have to, speak it up. So making mistakes is part of life. So feel free, ask anything. No one is going to judge you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am
Good
Jagan from Nanotechnology.
Yeah.
Sir, what metrics do you use to measure the success of your business?
Your voice, I couldn't hear properly. Dr. Kalpana, if you can repeat it, if you heard it rightly.
Yeah,
So,
no. I could also, yeah. Jagan, your voice is not clear.
yeah, repeat it now. What metrics do you use to measure the success of your business, sir? Like, are you benchmark your company or uh, will comparing with industry trends?
Yes, very important question. What metrics I use to check the success of my company or to judge the success of my company? Right?
Okay.
There are three measures what I look forward to. Point number one, what is my attrition rate in my company? How many people are leaving? And if someone has joined today, in the next year, are they able to get one or two people under them or not? If that is being addressed, yes, we are growing. Point number one. Number two, financially, we should be able to grow. And even if you are at loss, even if you are suffering a loss, it should be for meaningful something, for creating something worthwhile for tomorrow. So if you are trying to create something and you have suffered loss, that's fine. Till the time you are growing, it's fine. Profit loss is part of this thing. So these are the two metrics. And third, is my old employees or people who joined me 3 years back, 4 years, 5 years back, are they still having the same energy of a kid? How are 2 year, 3 year, 4 year old born people are? Full of energy, full of happiness, full of enthusiasm. These are the three metrics which I follow, which you may not find in any of the books, but this is the metrics which we follow at Fibro Hill, and that has helped us to solve build a wonderful company around silk.
Thank you,
Hope
sir.
Jagan
Thank you for
clear.
yeah. Thank you.
Anyone else? Any doubts, questions, or should we follow classroom method? Ask the name of the student to ask.
Sir, this is Deepika from Nanoscience and Technology.
Yes, Deepika.
Sir, what do you think at what character will be an successful entrepreneur, sir?
Okay. One of the important characteristics is if you are something which is not allowing you to sleep and you feel that yes, I am here, I am born to this world to create some impact and build something major in life. That one characteristics will help you to, grow big and you are in born entrepreneur. Apart from that, if you are a problem solver, you are always keen to solve problems. These are the two things, which will help you. And these traits ensures that, you are a born entrepreneur and should do something big. Okay,
Sir,
Deepika? Yeah, Deepika, I hope I have addressed your question.
sir, yes, sir. Sir, I have one more question, sir.
Sure, please ask.
Yes, sir. You said entrepreneur should be have a good leadership skills. He should be transparent. But
Correct.
being transparent at all the point is very difficult, sir. And would you suggest some methods to be transparent to all? I think it is
Yes.
difficult transparent to all the people, sir.
Yes, no, very important point you said. Now, what do you mean by transparency? There are some small things, which you have to note. And when you say transparency means I'm not saying, that, how much is your bank balance, you should go and tell to everyone. That is not transparency. Transparency is what you have told someone, what you have promised someone, what you have committed someone, what responsibilities or expectations, what you have from the other person. You are keeping it clear and you are taking unbiased decisions. When I say, tomorrow, probably I may like Dhanasekhar or Chandru. I may not like Gokul or Gandhi Selvan. Example. But when I am on that chair, sitting on that chair to take a decision, I should, based on the merit and data available, I should take the right decision. That is what transparency, and communicate to clearly that there is a difference. This is what it is. So that's what transparency is key. Because what happens, transparency leads you to create a trust among the team. And that trust is important to build something up. If you're not trusting anyone, let's say tomorrow, I doubt my teammates, if my R&D is working or not, manufacturing is working or not. Can I be at peace? No. Can I think something meaningful? No. Will I do something destructive? Yes. Because I'm always thinking something negative. With the negative thoughts, you can't create something positive. If you're adding salt to water, you can't expect it to be sweet, isn't it? That's why I use the word transparency. Hope I have been able to convince you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Sir, good morning, sir. Myself, Kamal, from Nanoscience Department, sir.
Yes, Kamal.
Sir, as you started the company, at the time you may got more opposition for you, sir. How you overcome that opposition?
Yes, you get a lot of oppositions. You get into all kind of uncomfortable situations. Trust me, the team,
Yes,
the people, and the purpose. When you keep revisiting the purpose, that why I have started it, how will become easy, and you will be able to address it. So keep revisiting the purpose. Decide why I have started it, why I want to take this. Is the fight what I am trying to do? Is it worthwhile? So, and imagine, what will happen if I'm able to succeed. People imagine, what if I fail? As an entrepreneur, you need to look at, what if I succeed? What will happen? And trust me, you will get the energy back. You will get that double power, that no, I'm doing something right, I have to get there. So those challenges will come. Additionally, I don't say, you don't need to be meaningful. You need to do all the analysis. If you see, I have presented, that what are the things investors will look at, what are the pain points, which you are trying to address. If you look at all of those and then create something, there is no chance you will fail. Trust me, people, every idea can be, can be brought to life and can succeed, provided you are ready to fight it out and hustle. Trust me, no one become a superstar overnight. It took years of hard work. So there is no shortcut to it. Hard work needs to be done. And if it with a clear intent, transparency, and with the right thoughts, you will succeed. You will be able to surmount all the challenges which comes up in the life or while building the company. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It was great words from you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any questions, anything? You can type also in the chat box. Ask directly or type in the chat box anything.
Karthik, please check your mic has got unmuted because you are trying to say something. Karthik M. You are not audible. You can also put your questions in the chat box.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
I am Karthik, sir. I'm using French there because I don't know what went wrong. I'm unable to interact with you.
Right.
Sir, how do you plan to stay up to date with our industrial trends and changes, sir?
So how do you stay up to date with?
Sir, industrial trends, the trends of the industry will change according to the development of the world. So how do you plan to stay on the top?
Yeah. So how do you plan to stay in the top? Correct?
Yes, sir. Up to date with the industry.
Yeah, stay up to date and stay in the top. One of the important aspects is having the right people. When I said right people, if you remember, we have a lot of collaboration, meaningful collaborations with some of the top-notch industries, top-notch colleges, academics. We are trying to bridge the gap between industry and academia. We always look for, in one of my answers, I mentioned that if someone has joined me today, next year there should be 1 or 2 people working with them. That's how you keep growing the team. New ideas come, new thought process come. You are open to discussion. You are open to solving some of the issues and addressing things. And that's how you are able to be on the top. Because trust me, as the organization grows big, one of the important aspects is handling politics. And if you're occupying everyone with various meaningful projects, politics will still be there. It always finds a way. It's like weed, but you will be able to, minimize its impact on the company. And that's how you will be on the top, or you will be able to scale it up. If you remember, we started as a company for popularizing silk for non-textile biometrical applications. Today, we have products addressing to all the stages of wounds. The times model, what you saw, tissue management, infection, inflammation, moisture, epithelialization, scar. So once you have all, you are addressing to the much bigger basket, your hands are full, your platter is full, and you don't have time to waste. And that's how you will be on the top. And trust me, the fun is in the journey. Whether we don't know how long we will be the unique one, how long we will be in that one, but enjoy that journey. Life is a journey which has to be enjoyed, and you should be proud that I have created something worthwhile, meaningful. I am doing some meaningful work in my life. If that happiness, that satisfaction is there, you can do anything, you can achieve anything, and you will be happy. And that's what will lead to be on the top. Okay? Yeah.
I hope you won't mean if I ask another question also.
Sure.
From the beginning of the company, do you feel this is the lowest point I have ever met in the journey? And how do you overcome that?
Yes, so there have been many points, at least half a dozen times when company was on the verge of closing down. I was not having money to pay salaries. Many points, the product has failed miserably. Product has gone, not giving the results what it is supposed to do. You're not able to get the regulatory approvals. People are not ready to join. You have rolled out offer letters. Many times, students don't join. That no, sir, you have offered me this much salary. I got 300 rupees extra, so I will join the other company because that's a bigger name. All those we have suffered. We have been into many situations. But again, we went back to the purpose why we have started it. And imagine, 5 years down the line, if Fibro is successful, what will happen? And that gave back the energy. No. I think you should push more harder. You will be able to sail it through. At the end of the day, I'm also a human being. I also have got emotions. I also go through, highs and lows of life. I also have my own peaks and valleys. So that human characteristic will always be there. How you are able to overcome it and, look at the bigger picture, that's how you will be able to address and bounce back. Okay?
Great pleasure to continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. Myself, Kamal again. I have another question, sir.
Sure, Kamal.
Sir, as you said, for wound healings, you are creating a product, sir. If there is any limitations for creating the product or exporting the product, sir?
Oh, there is no limitations. There is always safety barriers. Safety barriers when you say that product need to be safe. Any new thing, it takes challenge and time, before it is accepted. So any new concept, this thing, it will take time before it is exported and goes out to the international market. So that you have to wait and, you have to address and satisfy the regulatory authorities of your own country and any country where you are planning to export. And that's how you will be able to address it. Not to forget, creating anything big and worthwhile takes time. So you need to be ready to slog it out. And I'm sure, that can be addressed. So that way, there are regulatory barriers which we have crossed. So very soon we will be started exporting. We have our new plant coming up. So once that is ready, we'll obtain the necessary certification from various European authorities, and then we'll start exporting it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Kamal.
Any other questions from anyone? So one question for the benefit of the students. What is the procedure to apply for internship at Fibro Heals, sir?
Yeah, so madam, you have hit the nail on the head directly.
Yes, sir.
No worries. They can apply. They can apply through our website, or we have a career section where people can apply. They can also connect to some of the important members on LinkedIn, and they can apply. Every year we train about more than 60 interns every year from different colleges. Of course, there is a rigorous selection process, and we also offer opportunity for third year students, BTech or That way we are quite open for this thing. And so they can apply and the respective team will look into it. I said what kind of qualities we look forward. Of course, doesn't mean we don't look at scientific knowledge, basic academic knowledge. If you say that tomorrow I am MSc or MTech or BTech, you need to hold those qualities. That is
Sure.
understood. If you have
Yeah.
got the degree, that will be there. Apart from that, human quality is something which we look forward to. And not to forget, we are trying to create an impact. And I think not only FibroHeal, but for any company for that matter, anywhere, that quality is always in short supply. So if you
Sure.
have academics with those qualities, trust me, company will pick you up like that. And after internship, they may roll out a offer letter for you that you join full time. And most of our hirings in research and other things has been people who joined us as an interns and later on they were confirmed. So most of the people, if you see on LinkedIn, they have joined us as an intern and then later on they were confirmed. And that's why I said, okay, we pick up from our own pool, the
Sure.
people who work with us. So that those are the methods where we can apply.
What
those.
will be the minimum period of internship you will be offering, sir?
No, that depends on. Many people from Manipal and others, they are doing for almost 1 year.
Oh, 1 year internship
For
also.
MSc, 1 year also is there. 1 year, 6 months, 2 months.
Okay.
1 month becomes too short, but can be looked at even. So we are very flexible in this thing. We are creating something meaningful. So we are very flexible and depending on the situation and conditions and what we are trying to build, look forward to that. So we can, those can be adjusted. Okay.
That's great, sir.
Sure.
Thank you so much, sir, because I think students have interacted with you well. Many students have many questions, but the only thing is whether the question which we are asking is correct or wrong. That comes into their mind first.
That should
Because
not
of
be there.
we need to break those hindrances. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time for about an hour. Over to MOC. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Over to MOC.
Thank you so much for your wonderful session, sir. We hope that our audience has a vision and understanding of today's session. Thank you so much for making this session a wonderful event. Let's wind up this morning with a warm note of appreciation. It's time to propose the vote of thanks. I would like to call upon Mr. Ritika from the Department of Civil Engineering to propose the vote of thanks.
There is always light if only we were brave enough to see it, if only we were brave enough to be it. Today, I take the opportunity to put all my gratitude into words. I consider it a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful event. On the behalf of KS Rangasamy College of Technology, Institutions Innovation Council, I would like to express my gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Vivek Mishra, Founder, Director, and CEO, FibroHeal Wound Care Private Limited, Bangalore, for taking his precious time out and delivering a speech on the topic Scientific Idea to Scale Up, a Perspective from an Entrepreneur. Sir, indeed, your words have inspired us. With the blessings of late line Dr. K.S. Rangasamy, MGF, founder KSR Educational Institutions, I extend my sincere gratitude to our chairman Sri R. Srinivasan and our CEO Dr. K. Tyagaraja sir in their absence here. A special mention to our respected principal Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan to make this event happen. I would also like to thank the people who worked behind the scene, our president, vice president, and convener of IAC, faculty coordinators, and student coordinators. Also, thank you to all the students present here for paying your attention and learning. The essence of fruits is always tasted in the last, and we believe that the last will be the best. I would like to thank all our students of IAC for working with us in making this event a memorable one for all. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, Mr. Ritika. Thank you all for your valuable time with us. Hope the session would have rewarded you with valuable take-home benefits. We request the coordinator to turn on the videos to capture the moment. Thank you all. The feedback link will be shared in the chat box. We request the students to fill out the feedback form. The meeting has officially ended now. Thank you all. This is Soumya signing off this MC Desk.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.